Nerds, strap in. We're going to be doing something a little bit differently today. My webcam, when I watch it, just not doing the greatest. It's early morning. We're getting prepped before work this morning. Let's jump into Edge of Eternities Premier Draft with no webcam and see how this goes. Last run, we had a really good 7-1, 7-0. Just geez. I will say I think red-green is probably the strongest archetype in this set. I've really not seen something come close. But let's see what we take a look at here. Beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Pay 2 and remove a 1/1 counter from a creature you control, tap target artifact or creature. Now that's just a really good white card, but I will say that Territorial Bruntar I think is just the best card overall, by far and away, and I do not think that it's close. I'm trying to think. That might be good. Caesarean Voidboard might be good. Lash Whip Predator, I would love to have this in the same deck that I have Bruntar. We're gonna take Bruntar. I think Territorial Bruntar is probably one of, if not my favorite cards of the set so far. I'm a really big fan. Like 6 mana, 6/6. Like it reminds me of the Titans. It's got a nice landfall ability, which I mean, not amazing, but still. We got a little bit of a weaker pack here. Corral of the Void I had some really big success with. It is almost a win more card, but if I'm gonna be in the black red green reddish deck, I think that's kind of where I want to be. Averron Skywarden, there's a nice nod there, and I will say the Uthros Scan ship, I would be tempted to go into the blue-red. Is that how I want to approach it, as the blue-red, or do I want to take the Corral? Corral is a 4-mana enchant creature you control. When it attacks, put target creature under the defending player controls onto the battlefield. Just really good. I'm going to take the Corral. I like black-red. You can re-sacrifice another creature or artifact, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Now, that sounds pretty good. I will say the Debris Field Crusher, 5 mana for a spacecraft that has, when the spacecraft enters, it deals 3 damage to any target. But then Station 8 for 1/5 flyer, 2, the spacecraft gains +2/+0 until end of turn. I do think that's really good. I think I'm going to go with the Lightless Evangel. Just the opportunity to get that a little bit bigger. It's a 2-drop. The Oreplate Pangolin is the other option here. That does require you to pay, so I'm a little bit less excited about that. Honestly, let's go with the Debris Field Crusher. Debris Field Crusher, no. We're going to go with the Lightless Evangel. We're going to see if we can do the black-red sacrifice stuff. Following that up, Molecular Modifier. At the beginning of combat in your turn, target creature you control gains +1/+1, gains first strike until end of turn. That seems really good. Follow up the Lightless Evangel with that. I will say the Lightless Evangel, the sacrifice stuff I think is much more of a black-white thing than a black-red thing in this set. The black-white has like the Dockworker drone to transfer counters and stuff like that. The Siege Ship Agrarian, honestly, I didn't even notice it. That's just a really good green card. I think I'm taking that. If I can be green-red, I want to be green-red. With that, the Vault Guard Trooper is a 5-mana 5/5, not a bad card. I do think the Oreplate Pangolin, I've been more and more impressed with this, and just having those like kind of artifact synergies in the back end. I do also need the 2-drops, so let's grab that. Ooh, follow that up with a diplomatic relations. We do still have the slag drill scrapper if we wanted to stay on this black red, because then we're in the sacrifice bracket. We're looking for some more artifacts. The Seed Ship Agrarian is still really good. I really do like diplomatic relations. Slag drill scrappers are going to come around. This is a stronger card, so let's take it. Ooh, and we get to follow that up with a Drix Fate Maker. I do really like a Drix Fate Maker. Um, 4/3 when it enters by itself, but you can warp it in, give a counter on something. There is another Slag Grill Scrapper. The 1 mana 1/2 to pay 2 to sacrifice another artifact or land, draw a card. Really interesting for me here. I think I'm going to take that Fate Maker. Bringing this back around. The Melded Moxite is not amazing, but it's definitely a card that we can sacrifice. It replaces itself, and then it acts as something for the ore plate. Um, I've seen more people draft that card and have success, so I'm much more likely to pick it up. Here, the Intrepid Tenderfoot, you have the opportunity to grow. I do think because I already have a Pangolin and a Melded Moxite, maybe I just stick into this like red artifact theme. Here we have that Caveron Skywarden that we were kind of looking at, but we do also have that Slag Drill Scrapper. The ability to sacrifice lands to draw a card, I do think I just want one of those in the deck. The Debris Field Crusher coming around, fantastic, really excited about that. Sideboard. Sideboard. Here we do have that Stomping Grounds, which I am very tempted to take. I have been dabbling into some standard. I've been looking at building some standard decks, and oh my goodness, the rare you'll notice like over here, 0 rares, all because of lands. Lands are important. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. But let's look at what we got here. We got some early game. The Stomping Ground would be really good in what we've got, but I do think, honestly, the Galactic Wayfarer is just going to be better. I do think I'm going to take the Stomping Ground anyway. Judge me if you will. I am going to follow that up with a Eumidian Terrabotanist. 2 mana, 2/3 landfall, gain a life. Amazing card. Really happy to have that. Dubious Delicacy here. 3 mana flash artifact. When this artifact enters, up to one target creature gets -3/-3 until end turn. You can sacrifice it to gain a life or deal some damage. I do think I'm just going to take the 2-drop with landfall. It's a good card. I wouldn't mind taking a Gene Pollinator to go with what we've got going on down here. But one of those might come around. Same with the Zookeeper Mechan. We got another one of those tricks. We also have a Cav Land Seeker and then a Letho Breaking. So Letho Breaking is interesting. I've had this be used to really good effect against me. It's worth the slot in all honesty, but it is a good card. The Mouth of the Storm, big ol' beater. I don't think we're going to be taking the Saurian Voidborn. We're already getting into the green. Let's take the Fate Maker. And we'll take the Kabu Landseeker next time. How about that? Does that make us feel better? It makes us feel better. When this creature enters, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, exile one target instant or sorcery card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard, copy it. You may cast the copy. Looks like we don't have any of those, so not something I'm really interested in. I am interested in picking one up, though, in Sammy's Curiosity. I'd probably play another Melded Moxite and hope for a third or play Pangolin, but Sammy's Curiosity brings in a lander. And this is whenever an artifact enters, so the lander token counts. That's actually kind of sick. I would not mind a Pinnacle Kill Ship, but I do think Memorial Team Leader is what we're going to be picking here. 4 mana, 4/3 with Warp 2. During your turn, other creatures you control gain +1/+0. So you just get a little bit of a beater. Comes in a little bit strong. Pull through the weft is the only other thing that I would be kind of looking at here, and that's play. Ooh, Scrounge for Eternity. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature, return target creature or spacecraft with mana value 5 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, then create a lander token. Honestly, that sounds amazing. If I can pick up... Ooh, there's a Thawbringer and an Orbital Plunge. I do really like both of those. I'm seeing a black-red sacrifice deck here, and I might be making a mistake by not going into it. Yeah, a target creature you control gains +1/+1 haste. Grabblade Heavy would be a 4-mana 4/4. But Germinating Worm is a strong card. Definitely not upset about that. Sky Stinger, 3-mana 3/3. Works for me. I do like the 7-mana 4/4. When this enters, deal 3 damage to any target. I haven't had a chance to play it, but I watched Numa use it, and he had some really good success. Let's take the Pinnacle Emissary just so that we have another rare in the sideboard. Bombard, definitely happy to pick that up. I do think the Letho breaking, then you may sacrifice an artifact. Yeah. I think the Letho breaking is better. I don't know if it makes the deck, but I think the Letho breaking is at least more interesting to me. If nothing else. Sir Von Dam. This card is really good, and also part of the black-white sacrifice deck. 2 mana, 2/2 Vigilance Menace. When another creature you control dies or is put into exile, put a 1/1 counter on Sir Von Dam and gain a life. When it's put into exile, when it dies or is put into exile, you get to kill something. As is, I think I'm going to take... Ooh. I think I'm going to take the Eumidian Parabotanist. A little bit stronger than the Remnant Elemental, I think. Moth Nexus is very interesting to me, but I do see a Seed Chip Broodtender here. I've got two ways of making I'm just gonna move that out. The chances of us playing that are not very high. I will say this spacecraft is amazing, and I do think I'm going to take the Pinnacle Starship. I did say I wanted a Pinnacle Starship. This is exactly what we're looking for. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. If that creature has flying, it deals twice that much damage instead. Yeah, we can definitely just take a Orbital Plunge here instead, because that will give us a lander token most of the time. Now you'll see we are quite heavy on the 4-drops, but this Drix Fatemaker is much more in like the 3 or 2 if I get the Slag Skill Scrapper out. Ooh, Edge Rover, that's going right in there. The Mana Confluence is sick, and I do want to take that though. But Edge Rover's going in the deck. We're going to take another Orbital Plunge here, and I think this is going to be the deck. As of now. Do I want another Slag Skill Scrapper? I don't think so. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. I'm going to take the Slag Skill Scrapper, but it's going to go in the side. Drill too deep. Put 5 counters or destroy target artifact. What will cost that? Another drill too deep. Let's take Cathedral of War, just because it's a nice card. I don't think I will play Cathedral of War, but I do think it makes the deck. Ooh. I'll say this Simi's Curiosity would make the deck for sure. I wouldn't mind playing the Remnant Elemental either. But I have so many 4s. Let's take the Sammy's Curiosity. Now I'm kind of like, okay, I've got enough. I've got enough early game now, so I've got 4, 8, 9. Let's play that Kabu. Letho breaking. We only have the one bombard, a couple of orbital plunges. I guess we're doing all right on removal. It definitely could be worse. It definitely could be better, but 7, 7, 2. That's 14, 15, 16. We want to go up one more land, probably a forest. 9. Boom. This is fine. I do think the Kabu Landseeker is gone. I like the Drake's Fate Maker a little bit too much in this style. Like, I want to say it's the Melded Moxite or something like that. Let's drop the Melded Moxite. It's not exactly what I want to do, but it seems like what I should do. And this looks like a good deck. I've got some good top end right here. Corral can really bring me back. I've got a little bit of removal. I've got some early game. Like, this on paper seems like a solid deck. Let's see how we do. Also, happy Thursday to anyone listening. It's been a really great first week of uploading videos. I actually woke up to my first subscriber today, which is really awesome to see. Definitely makes me feel pretty good about things. So, thanks for that. If you're my one subscriber, it's great having you here. I'd love to hear from you. Oh, and we're starting with a 1/1 Death Toucher. You know what that means? We're starting with a 2/2 with reach. That's fair. Median Terrabonist. Some pretty cool art. Honestly, I'm not like an insect guy, that's not my thing, but these are pretty cool. What do I want? I think I'm gonna surveil, see what we've got going on. We don't need another land. Okay, need that. Next turn, I think we probably double warp if nothing else. Whoa. Do some double warping. And then no need to attack. We've got the debris field crusher to go over the top. Let's kill your rare. We're not gonna fully station with all of my blockers. I want to be able to block your stuff. I think that gets through. Let's swing with my 1/5. You gonna block me? No, 100% just take 3. I do think I block. We're just gonna attack. Scout skeleton. I'm sorry, it does not have flying, my friend. Ooh, and good game. Debris Field Crusher coming in hot. Not a bad card. Not at all. Quick 1-0, quick 1-0. Now, real question. Do I pop a Sammy's turn 1? I don't think so. Just in case. Just in case I grab a pangolin, you know? You need to always be prepared for the unexpected pangolin. And I think that's fair. I'm glad that we can share lands, brother. Leave that on top. I hope he plays a land close. That would be sick. Or maybe he swings? Now, does he block? I think he blocks every time. Sad. Double orbital plunge. He plays a big old 4-drop that I can kill. I'm just not feeling good with where I'm at. Feeling a little bit better about where I'm at now. So, if you guys are listening, ooh, I don't like that. He's gonna be able to play that next game. But I think this will mark 7 total videos uploaded, my first week. So you can expect a little bit of a different video tomorrow, maybe in addition to the regular, maybe not. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I wanted to give a little introduction to myself and kind of what I'm doing here, what my goals are, stuff like that. Not that I'm doing anything crazy. I'm just a random guy in Michigan trying to create content, trying to get out there, you know, express myself, be a little bit different. I've recently started creating content with for my company, well, not my company, for the company that I work for, and it's been pretty enjoyable, honestly. Like I've had a pretty good time just hopping on a podcast, chatting with one of my coworkers, and I want to do that a little bit more in depth, have more freedom with it, and so that's kind of what I'm doing here, or at least that's the goal here, at least. We're in a little bit of a rough spot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, land, 8 land. We got another lander token, so we're gonna go up to 9. Although that means we're probably gonna be drawing a lot of gas. That's what you like to see. That's what you hope to see. We're just gonna sack this now. No reason to hang on to it. This Humidian Terrabotanist has gained me, what, 2, 5, 6 life, though? Oop, and now we're bricked. That was my worry. Bricked by the first 2, 3 that we can't handle, and we're both orbital plunges down. Eesh. Another? How many is that? Okay, only 2. I'm getting them down there. It's not going to work for long. I'm holding onto the land just in case we get the territorial Bruntar. Come on, Bruntar. We're just gambling on Bruntar. Honestly, I believe in us. I think we have a pretty good opportunity to threaten it if we... Ooh, I don't like that though. I'll take it. You get your 1/1. onto that one too. Although his clock is just sped up a lot. 4, 8, 9, 10. We got 7 land and 21 cards. So a little less than a third chance. It's like a 70% chance that we're drawing gas. Or, honestly, Pangolin would be fine, Slag Skin would be fine. I don't know if it's Slag Skin, that sounded kind of offensive. Like that almost like a bad word, you know? Like, where are the Kabu artificers? Hey, Slag Skins. Yeah, that, oh, felt kind of dirty saying that, honestly. And I'm gonna come to find out that that's actually a bad thing to say. Is that another? Am I going crazy here? Like, ooh, maybe I am going crazy. All right, no attacks, and turn. I probably should have played a land, honestly. At this point, I'm not gonna be able to play all 3 of these lands. That's a pretty good play. It's gonna go here. Not much I can really do about that. Ooh, that works too. 4. Yeah, that's gonna be a 10. Down to 7. I don't think that there's anything that can save me right now. Ooh, and he has a follow-up play. Yeah. Sadly, I don't think that helps. Alright, alright. That flood was pretty hard, I will say. Oh well. Better luck in game 3. 1-1. I did predict. What did I predict? Did I go into this with a 5-3 mindset? 4-3 mindset? I'm crossing my fingers. I mean, we always hope. Always hope you do well. I want to get one of those titles. I don't know how to get them though. Probably got to do something. Sammy's Diplomatic, Seed Ship Agrarian, or play Pangolin. Yeah, let's keep 7. This looks great. I do think I'm going to start with the 2-2 right away. Is that like a little... I'm trying to look at that, and it looks like there's like little bugs in there, and there's like a little thing on it, you know? I think that's a vehicle, definitely. Rover, it says rover. You gotta assume. Nice nutrient block. In there, 2-2. And the next turn we can play a Sammy's, pump up Ore Plate. Hopefully we draw land, so we can play double Sammy's. Auto pay. And then I'm gonna attack with just my 3-3. What? I really do like these sleeves. I don't really get why his eye is white. I think he's probably blind. I also don't know who that is. I've not paid much attention to Bloomborough, honestly. But I think it's something I wanna look into. The aesthetics of Bloomborough are probably one of, if not my favorite aesthetics. No, fully like what we're doing here. I think he's gonna be popping that lander, so I think I'm gonna be popping that lander. I almost want to play the Umidian Terrabotanist, but no, he's gonna sacrifice his nutrient block. I feel much better about that. I mean, I don't want to take that damage. I don't want him to draw a card. I do need lands. Exact opposite of last game. I thought he was going to be popping in the lander. I can really He's got another lander. Let's activate this. The battlefield, we want to browser, we want to green. Now, do I take two? I do. I think I take two and then I swing. And play a 4-3. Like, you're gonna block the 4-3 pangolin? 3? But he can't pop his lander token. It does get to do 2 damage. Fair. Do I? Do the Siege Ship Prairie. Then we play one. And then we do no attacks. I would have liked to be able to play the Sammys, but hopefully that wasted orbital plunge is good. And I mean wasted. Memorial Team Leader is a great pickup for an orbital plunge. But hopefully he doesn't have something to follow up on the Siege Ship Agrarian. It's not something to follow up on the Siege Ship Agrarian. Hell yeah, that's not something to follow up on the Siege Ship Agrarian. You gonna block? I didn't expect that. That's fair. And then I get to hold up diplomatic relations on a 4-4 with 2 lander tokens that I can pop, turn into a 5-5. I will say that pinging me is a little bit annoying, but I'm really that worried about it. We would have liked to have drawn a land there, so we're at 6, but these land are alright. The art style's a little cartoony for me. Like, I like this realism a lot. Yeah, that was almost. Is that 2 orbital plunges down? That is. Damn. That makes me a little sad. Yeah, Zuzu. I know you're the brilliant, but let's go. Chrome Companion. Put target card from a graveyard on bottom. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, give me life. Sure. Pass to attackers. You can attack. Let's get this out of here. And let's go find Singular Sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can't play that yet. But next turn. If he blocks, I'm 100%. Elemental does not do much in this instance. Let's play a Thawbringer. Well, that stays on top. Oh, that was bad of me. I was not paying attention there. Kavu, Land Seeker would be the only thing. Here. I'm not going to attack this time. Pinnacle Starship some shit when I pop these landers. I'm only gonna pop one of the landers. Bombard. Ooh.
I will seize my new future.
For an
Every
artifact
piece
card with mana that
grants
you want
me
it less.
power.
Gene Pollinator.
All too easy.
think getting him down to 1 is the goal here. Sorry, I went a little silent there. I was thinking, I don't think Tezzeret does anything for him right now. Search your library for an artifact card. If he plays an artifact, he can search for another artifact. Is there a 1-mana artifact that gets rid of Pinnacle Kill Ship? I don't think so. There might be something that maybe locks it down. He does need a blocker for. Okay, that works. Moonsinger does not work.
Work harder.
Yeah, and I think that's game. I'm like almost, do I want to corral just so that I can corral? But I don't think I need to. So let's just get in there. No blockers. No nothing. Good game, brother. Making me click through it though. I don't know, is that bad etiquette on Arena? I don't know. I suppose like everyone's here, we're playing competitive, we're playing a draft, like play it out, actually win the game. I can understand that. I'm not gonna be salty about that. 2-1. Well, let's see if we can bring it up to a 3-1. That was a good game. That was honestly a really good back and forth, I feel like. I'm happy with how I played. Crazy fucking Avatar. I mean, darn Avatar. No one heard me. Here. We're looking at the famous one into pop into hopefully Siege Ship Agrarian. I don't really know if I want to play Siege Ship Agrarian on that curve anyway. I'd much rather play Siege Ship Agrarian when I'm able to play a land alongside it. So we're gonna play this. Saw Protector. Yeah, let's activate this. I don't got any double green or anything, so we are gonna go grab the swamp right now. I'm gonna play the Sky Stinger. I'm also going to play the Mountain. I'm not hanging on to that. Double Mountain with a handful of green is always super funny. Good readers. Depressurize is a good removal spell. Give me that too. Do not want to waste a Bombard on that. This becomes tapped. Yeah, let's play a Thawbringer, and then you might be able to play a Tricks of Fatemaker next. Surveil 1, we're gonna put that in the graveyard. This does say put target creature from defending player's graveyard. It has to be defending player. I think I'm gonna take that. If I can play the Tricks Fatemaker next turn, I will. Swarm color. Ugh. That. And let's get in for free. Did he have to mulligan down? He must have. And is he color screwed? Hopefully he's color screwed. And then me not doing anything with the theme song. He might be playing mono black actually. Let's play the Oreplate Pangolin, and then the Drix Fatemaker we're gonna warp in, give this guy a counter. And we're gonna not attack. We're gonna be looking at the blocking game here. Ooh, I hope you did not hear that. I am chugging some early morning coffee. It's definitely what's getting me through today. Ooh. This creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped. No blocks. I'm gonna take that 6. I'm gonna hope that I draw land. Hell to the yeah, I drew that land. Now, how do I want to play this? I think I'm gonna play a forest. I think I'm gonna just cast out Germinating Land. I'm gonna swing for 2. He's gonna play the second pedigree Beckoner, hit that first one. I think I block. I'm going to surveil 1. Put that on the bottom. I want to draw like a removal. I mean, that's not necessarily removal. And he's gotten only Swarm color. So I've got 1, 4, 5. Let's play Slag Skill Scrapper and Siege Ship with Librarian. I'm not gonna pay that. I'm gonna block both of the pair of greaves. Yeah, being stuck on that 4 mana for so long is just aggressive. But if I can start getting in there, 100%. Let's go. Alright. I think that with that, I should be able to, hopefully if he's drawing dead here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Pass to blockers. Block here. 1 blocker. Now I'm gonna sacrifice. I need to be able to double block. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, so if I double attack and he blocks, I'm able to destroy one. Let's attack with both and then just see what happens. Maybe let's one through. I think that's game. He got me there. That was a tough day. Alright, that was an alright match. I mean I'll give it the smiley face even though I was a little bit screwed there. I mean was that the game where I kept the 2-land hand? 2-2. Let's get up there. I want to get at least 2 more wins, so I need to step it up here. This is where we're going. But I've been seeing this sealed collector's box brawl battle whatever, and I'm kind of like, I think I should check this out. Definitely gonna keep this. If I did the sealed collector's box thing, would that be something you guys are interested in seeing? I don't know what that event is. I think it's just sealed and then you play it out. But I'd be down to try. I did open myself a collector's box of Edge of Eternities because I mean I was super excited for the land set. Take 2, gain 2. Great spot to be in. Let's play that. We're just gonna go to end of turn. Sure, player thingy. I'm gonna activate this. Go grab myself. Actually, I'm gonna grab myself a forest. 5 cards in your library. Reveal spacecraft from among them. You should have a spacecraft. Fair enough. Let's play this. The ore plate ping. And then the Sammy's Curiosity. Just creating that lander. I get a 3/3. Dawbringer would give me the Surveil, which is super nice. But next turn, I can pop the lander if needed. And get himself a token, that's fine. So now I'm sitting here like... Let's work this in. Get myself a 4/4. Oh, and he's gonna concede. Nice, okay. I'm here for that. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I always like the easy wins. Sometimes I do enjoy just playing Magic, but when I'm feeling back against the wall, I mean, hell, that was a free 750 gems that I just got, and I'm not gonna complain about that. That's half a draft. I do hope that I can become good enough at Edge of Eternities Limited that I'm basically infinite. I don't know how infinite works. I remember you used to be able to go infinite on a number of MTGO things if you were good enough. I, for a while, was doing alright. Opponent goes first. I've got green, red, and a 2-drop, a 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, warp, keep. Drawing a land, you know exactly how I need it. Another green-white. Blooming Stinger is one of those cards that I'm just like, Very nice 2/2 Death Touch. I like my little mushroom man better than cutesy girl. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm 100% gonna bombard that. I hope you played the Drix on it too. Land Grix go. Nope, he's willing to sacrifice the damage. That's fine. Still gonna hit it. Indestructible, I'll take the 4. Let's hope that he doesn't have removal for the Siege Ship Agrarian. Green white. I'm trying to think of what he might have. Ooh, Secluded Starport, not bad. Straight to the Drake's Fate Maker, making a 5/5. Or is he gonna make itself a 4/3? Doesn't make itself a 4/3. Okay. No blocks. I'll take the 1. Well, let's just play this 5/5. Attacks necessary here. I think I'm in a better spot. I've got the same amount of cards in hand. Nothing in the graveyard. That's a nice one though. We'll trade. Needed that lander token too. I think we're in a good spot. Depends on what he got in hand. Depends on what he has in hand. Let me at least speak correctly, jeez. I'm thinking he's probably got at least 1 dead card. Something in there is not going great for him. Gonna swing for 7. I think I block with Pangolin. Because I got nothing for the flyer right now. And I would love to take the Drix Fate Maker with Growl. Fair, 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 fair. Yeah, I need that black mana first, which I got this lander for. I just didn't have the opportunity to actually use it last time. So let's pop it now. I'm ready. Like, love the Eumidian Terra Botanist. These things gain so much life for you throughout the game. I'm down to one. Now, what you got for me? I don't think you got anything for me. I'm a board wipe would be scary. Whenever another creature or artifact you control enters, that's some life gain. I mean, it's not going to be what gets you there, but it's not what's going to get you there, you know? I was going to say, that's risky. Good game there. All right. That puts us up one. Gonna take a quick pause here and I'll be right back. And welcome back. Let's keep going. We are 3 and 2, 4 and 2, something like that right now. Crossing our fingers for another good game. Uh-oh. Cactar. I don't know if that's Jumbo Cactar or regular Cactar, but I'm scared. Stomping Ground, Edge Rover, Sammy's Curiosity, Ornate Pangolin. Yeah, this looks great. And then with an Edge Rover of your own. I'm here for it. Let's play. I do think I block. I think I'm playing an Oreplate Pangolin. Alright. 4 mana on turn 3. What do we got? 3, 4. Fair enough. You know what I've got? I've got a Bombard. I don't know if that was the best use of a Bombard, but it is a use of a Bombard, and I'll take it. Seaship Brood Tender, kill those 3 cards. Oh, Thrumming High Pool, that's what I like to see. Alright. Turn target creature or spacecraft. That is not a spacecraft. He is going to have some removal, but let's get Seed Chip here. Drawn quite a bit of land. They're sitting on quite a bit of cards. Good way to get me scared. That Drumming High Pool in there, that makes me feel a little bit better. Diplomatic relations, that's a feels bad moment. Alright, let's play Sky Stinger. Let's play a Forest. Let's play Sammy's Curiosity. Another lander. Let's auto-pay. And then let's get in there for 3. We got 2 3/3s right now, and we got a bunch of lander tokens. Now, I haven't seen Bruntar once this entire draft. Bruntar off the top right now would be fantastic. Is not a Bruntar off the top. We'll play this Forest. I am going to go next. I am going to swing for 6. That's expected. I do think I need to keep up the aggression here. And let's end that turn. Territorial Bruntar, where are you? I think I'm only going to pop 2 of these lander tokens. I definitely want to grab black. If I get a Corral, I'm in a good spot. I mean, I'm not in a great spot. When this creature enters, X is the number of artifacts you control. Oh, that is rough. Bruntar, I think you are our only hope. Let's resolve that. That's a big one. I mean, I think I can play that on itself. Get a 4/3. That's nothing crazy, though. He's got a 4/4 in the air, and I've got nothing to do with it, you know? Ooh, and... Dang. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if there's a card that gets me through here. I think Bruntar might. I mean, Bruntar is a good card. Let's activate this. Let's just do it. Get it out there. Bringer. We get to block for a turn unless... Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it, boys. We're gonna pack it up. Ugh. That was a little bit of a lackadaisical showing towards the end there. But I like how our deck played. It was a good deck. We went 4-3 in the end. Let's claim our claim our tokens, claim our packs, go check those out. Hopefully we get some more rares. Heck yeah. I need the 2 rares. This is everything to me. Space-time anomaly and 1 more rare. Oh, it just brings me back up to 2. Okay. That explains a lot. Well, hey guys. Thanks so much for coming in. Thanks so much for listening. Keep an eye out tomorrow for maybe a little bit more of a special video. It's been an absolute pleasure this first week making content for you guys. I'm looking forward to posting a video every day for the month of August. So like, comment, subscribe, you can go through the whole thing. Thanks again, guys. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.